The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to take on the Indianapolis Colts on a Monday night NFL matchup, and here are the actives and inactives for the game. Before we get more into this video, subscribe to the channel down below if you like Steelers content and analysis reports, like the video, turn on post notifications down below, and let's get back into it. So, when the Steelers take on the Indianapolis Colts today on Monday Night Football, here are the players who will be playing and who the players won't be playing. So, let's start off with the Steelers first. On Saturday, the last practice for the team, Connor Hayward was sick, but he was a full participant in practice. Mason Cole with a foot was full as well. James Daniel had a groin injury but was full. TJ Watt was full. Cameron Hayward was full. Larry Ogunjobi, who was dealing with injuries all season, was limited. And let's get to the game status. So, out of all those players I just named, none of those players will be out. All those players will be active. But the guys who are questionable or out for the game is wide receiver Miles Boykin with an oblique injury, linebacker Robert Spillane with a back injury. Those two are questionable. The guys who are out for the Steelers is cornerback Akella Witherspoon, who continues to deal with a hamstring injury. He's out. Running back Jalen Warren is out with a hamstring injury as well. So, let's move on to the Colts. The Colts in the game, the guy, linebacker Zaire Franklin, he's questionable with an illness. Also, defensive end Yannick Njoku with a back injury is questionable. Defensive tackle DeForest Buckner is questionable as well with ribs and an illness. Tight end Kylan Granson is doubtful with the illness. And defensive end Kwity Paye is also out with an ankle. So, those guys are out and those guys are in. And let's get back to the Steelers. So, for the Steelers, let's talk about Miles Boykin. If he's right now questionable. If he's out for the game, the Steelers will have 4 wide receivers on the roster. So they might have to call one up from the practice squad. Also, linebacker Robert Spillane with a questionable for a back injury. If he is truly out, expect Mark Robinson to get called up from the practice squad. He'll make his second appearance of the season. Even though he may be playing limited and only on special teams, it's nice to see him get more action and him continue to grow for the Steelers team, as he was great in the preseason with big hits. Also, Akella Witherspoon, he's out. He's been out for a while. He's been dealing with his injury, and now Jalen Warren's dealing with the same injury. And also, since Jalen Warren's out, Steelers have only 2 active running backs on the main roster in Benny Snell Jr. and Najee Harris, so expect Anthony McFarland Jr. to make his first appearance of the season, and this will be a big opportunity for him. And on the other side, DeForest Buckner and Kwity Paye. Those two, Kwity Paye is already out for the game, and if DeForest Buckner is out, that's a big loss on the defensive line for the Colts. The Colts, meaning that the Pittsburgh Steelers might be able to run the ball right down the throat of the Colts defensive line with those 2 guys potentially out. Also, the Steelers may have more time in pass protection, so look out for that. Let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about this? Do you feel that the team has less injuries this week than the other weeks? And let me know how you feel about the new guys getting more action. Mark Robinson getting more action and Anthony McFarland Jr. getting more action. And what do you feel as though the keys to the game is? I believe if those 2 defense linemen are out, the key to the game is running the ball down the throat of the Colts. So, let me know down in the comments below what your score prediction and your predictions for this game in general are. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content and analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications, and I'm out. Peace.